Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our live coverage of the USBC Senior Masters here at South Point Bowling Center. Final squad of qualifying here at the 2012 Senior Masters. We will know after this squad ends who the 64 players are who will compete in the double elimination match play bracket starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Got some big names on our featured pairs for this first game of the block. Amleto Monticelli, Brian Goebel among the 8 players on our featured pairs for this opening game. I'll give you a look at the scoreboard so you can see exactly who we have on our featured pairs. Again, just getting underway with our first game of this afternoon block. Scores updated on bowl.com after the squad this morning. You can find those scores on bowl.com/senior masters. Bowl.com/senior masters is where you can find the results. Just look for the link for the results, and you'll be looking for round 3. That's what's currently in progress. Certainly appreciate everybody tuning in with us here this afternoon. I'm Lucas Wiseman of the United States Bowling Congress. Our coverage today brought to you by USBC, your membership dollars at work. And I noticed that our subscriber count here on our YouTube channel at 5,983. It'd be nice to get to 6,000. So if you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, just look above the video you're watching right now. There should be a subscribe button. Be sure to hit that. It doesn't cost anything, but you can have some email alerts whenever we post new videos here on our YouTube channel. All kinds of great content. So hit the subscribe button and join us here on our YouTube channel, where we provide free live streaming of events all over the country for you right here on Bowl TV. So thank you very much for tuning in. And for those of you out there who are USBC members, thank you very much for being a USBC member. Thanks for the nice comment in the chat. Appreciate the kind words. Certainly encourage you to interact with us in our chat room here on Bowl TV as we watch the opening game of this final round of qualifying for the B block. Walter Ray Williams Jr. among the bowlers on this squad. Walter Ray has led the tournament the first 2 days, and so he will be trying to keep that going. There's Walter Ray. He's kind of far away from us, but I'm not sure if we'll get to see him today. I don't think we will, but we'll keep an eye on him throughout the day and take a look at his scores as we move along. Let's see, our subscriber count just jumped up to 5,993, so thank you very much to the 10 people who joined us as subscribers on our YouTube channel. Be sure to click that subscribe button, and you can be alerted when we upload new videos to our YouTube channel. A couple questions are set. Where is PDW? Pete's not bowling in this. I'm not sure that Pete's eligible for the senior tour. I'm not sure how old he is, but... And how are the featured pairs chosen? We just kind of set up in the middle of the bowling center, and 13 through 16 just kind of randomly selected as our featured pairs. We try to put the split screen up so you can see 2 pairs each game, and that way you get double the action each game. See more players that way. And we've had a nice range of players throughout the day. Throughout the week, I don't think we've had any repeat players on our featured pairs, so that has been nice. Sam Leto up on lane 15, going through the face. Again, lanes 13 and 14 on the left side of your screen, 15 and 16 on the right side. Another question in our chat, what's the difference between the regular and senior tours besides age limits? Well, age limits is about it. I mean, obviously the senior tour does not pay as well, and they don't have any television anymore. So there are some big differences between the regular tour and the senior tour. But I tell you what, if you're a bowling fan, these senior tour events are becoming more and more like regular tour events with Mike Edwards, Amleto, Brian Goebel, also Walter A. Williams Jr., Tom Baker. You've got so many big names that are eligible for the senior tour now that makes it real entertaining to watch these senior events. Paul Hall checking in our chat. Thanks for being a fan of our Bowl.com coverage. Paul, appreciate you watching and being a fan of the Bowl TV coverage. Give you a close-up shot of Amleto when he gets up here in a second. There we go. Amleto Monticelli, recent inductee into the USBC Hall of Fame. leaves the 10 pin. So Amleto off to a little bit of a slow start here early on in this opening game. Look at Brian Goebel. Good looking shot from Brian there. Strike, spare, double for Brian Goebel to start this game. There's Walter Ray off in the distance again. I think our camera's going to get in the way. Yep, tripod's getting in the way of him. But you can see Walter Ray there. Looks like he got a strike. For those of you who did not tune in this morning, I can tell you that Lenny Borsch almost had our first perfect game of the tournament. 299 for Lenny in game one this morning. He left a 10 pin on the final shot. And Lenny, he led that first squad, plus 599. And pretty telling about how well Lenny has bowled this week. That's 102 pins better than anybody else on his squad. Second place, Christer Danielsson of Sweden at plus 497. Tom Baker in third, plus 493 on that squad this morning. Mike Diaz, fourth on the squad, plus 427. Ron Moore, plus 406. Mike Edwards, plus 395. David Axon, plus 356. Those are the top players from this morning's squad. And of course, B squad now on the lanes, their first game in progress here. High on this squad coming into the day after 10 games was Walter Ray Williams Jr. at plus 435, and then next was Ron Winger, 71-year-old super senior at plus 339. Harry Sullins plus 330. Amleto plus 313 and Ricky Beck at plus 291. Those are the top players on the squad that we are watching right now. Dale Traber, our defending champion, bowled well today and improved his standing. He will move up in the standings considerably when all is said and done today. He shot 160 over this morning, which was among the tops in the field. A few folks higher than him, but not many. And Dale will have a nice seating for the bracket. He was guaranteed a spot in the bracket no matter what, but he was only guaranteed the number 64 seed, and now he will definitely be higher than that. So that means when you look at the standings on Bowl.com, you're going to see a black line underneath position number 64. That is the cut for the bracket. Since Dale Traber is inside the number, it goes from 63 to 64. So Dale Traber going to go have a go at defending his title tomorrow. And then you'll see another black line after 71st place. That's a load of cash. That's what that black line is for. In case you're wondering when you look at the standing. A reminder that the double elimination match play bracket gets underway tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. here locally in Las Vegas. So be sure to join us tomorrow, all day tomorrow and all day Friday, until we crown the Senior Masters champion for 2012. Take a look at the scoreboard for you here in just a second after the shot from Brian Goebel. So you can see where we stand this game. Brian gets the 5 to go. There's a look at the scoreboard for Brian and Al here in this opening game of the squad. And we'll flip over to the next lane. Joe Salvemini, Greg Waldron. Greg Popham, Ross Zeigler on lane 15. And then the scoreboard for Paul McCordick and Amleto Monticelli. You can see Amleto struggling a little bit here early on in this block. Thank you for the comments, Hodgepodge. Apologize that you might have been having some problems getting the results this morning, but like I said, they were being posted after each game, and there were some. There was a brief stretch this morning. We had some lane breakdown. I think they had some power problems in the bowling center, and that kind of caused a little bit of a delay, but recovered pretty quick. And hats off to Eric Pearson, Dwayne Hagan, Brian Whitman, the tournament staff here, doing a great job getting those scores updated as quickly as possible each game, and they have been posted every game on bowl.com. Now tomorrow, when we get into the double elimination match play bracket, a lot of action, a lot of scores coming in, and we will be updating the bracket after each round. Each round is when we will do an update on bowl.com. It's very similar to what we do for the Masters and the Queens and the Senior Queens. So after each round, we will have an update on bowl.com with the bracket, and we will give you as many updates as we possibly can here on the live stream broadcast. Joshua wants to know the pattern length, and is this the first game? It's a 40-foot sport pattern. And yes, this is the first game, and they did re-oil before this squad. So they are bowling on the fresh today, which is that's different than what we have done the past 2 days. The past 2 days, they bowled on the burn on the second shift. Today, both squads bowl on the fresh. We're in the 8th frame of this opening game. Nobody really stringing any strikes here on our featured pair. It's a pretty quiet first game. Brian Goebel on the far left side of your screen here. 9th frame for Brian. Nice looking shot there from Amleto in the ninth frame, or sorry, in the eighth frame. That'll give Monticelli a double heading into the ninth and 10th frames here in this first game of the day. Amleto comes up a little light on that one, leaves the 2-8 standing. Go over and take a look at Brian Goebel now. His 10th frame, he can max out at 237 this game. So 9 gonna go? No. Lucky not to leave the 4-9 on that one. Take a look at the scoreboards for you as we're in the 10th frame. See Brian Goebel can max out at 217 now. Amleto's max score just 203. Don't forget, double elimination match play bracket competition begins tomorrow morning. We will have coverage for you on Bowl TV all day tomorrow and all day Friday. Be sure to join me as we will determine the champion for this year's Senior Masters. Great shot by Goebel to finish things out. .217 for Brian here in this opening game. See Walter Ray Williams Jr. off in the distance. He's giving us a glance. Maybe he knew we were talking about him. He's bowling off to the right of our featured pairs and try to get a look at what his score is this game. 158 in the 7th for Walter Ray with a strike in the 8th. So Walter Ray bowling pretty well thus far here in this first game. Well, we almost had a 300 behind me here. Arturo Hernandez of Venezuela, 297. Just left a 7 count. Second 297 we've had this week. So Arturo Hernandez, 297 here in game 1. And Leto looks like he's going to put some tape in the ball here. Monticelli's going to back up. Doesn't see something he likes out there, I think. Not sure what's going on. A little distracted, maybe. So he's going to take his time. Shot by Amleto. He can still max out at 203 here in this first game of the block. Comes back, it's a towel, maybe dry his hand off a little bit. $7-10. Nope. 10 goes down. It's going to be a game in the 190s for Amleto. So we'll see what Amleto does here at the spare. I wonder if he'll try to make it or if he'll try something else. We'll find out. Looks like he's going to try to get another look with a new ball, and that's exactly what he does. So 192 for Amleto as game number 1 comes to a close. You're watching our live coverage of the USBC Senior Masters here on Bowl TV. Lucas Wiseman with you as we are in Game 2 of 5 in this final squad of qualifying at this year's Senior Masters. After this squad, we will know the top 64 players who have advanced to the double elimination match play bracket, which will take place tomorrow. Look at some of the folks who are on the featured pairs. We already showed you who was on 13 and 14. Here's a look at 15 and 16. Can find the updated standings from this morning's squad on bowl.com/seniormasters. Check those out, see how your favorite player did if they were on the morning squad. And as soon as we have an update after the first game, we will get that posted for you and let you know when the update has been made. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you want to be alerted anytime we post a new video on our YouTube channel, Bowl TV here, you can subscribe to the channel. Just press the subscribe button right above the video you're watching. And you can join our YouTube community. It's free, don't worry, it doesn't cost anything. And some great content, coaching tips, features, all kinds of stuff on Bowl TV here on YouTube. So be sure to click that subscribe button and become a subscriber. We are at 5,999, so just one subscriber away from 6,000. So please press subscribe and join us here on our YouTube community. And there we go, 6,000. Thank you very much, everybody. So we hit the 6,000 number here this afternoon. And if you don't already, please be sure to follow us on Twitter at USBC. Follow us on Twitter at USBC. Post that in our chat. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Lucas_Wiseman. So be sure to follow us on Twitter. You never know what you're going to get when you follow me on Twitter. A couple of days ago I posted a picture of behind the scenes look here at our setup. Might try to post another behind the scenes picture during this squad as well. Give you guys an idea of what our setup looks like this week here at the Senior Masters. Again, we're in the second game of this final round of qualifying. We'll have the brackets updated on Bull.com this evening for you, so you can see who your favorite players matched up against in the first round tomorrow morning. So be sure to be on the lookout for that a little bit later on today. For those of you who want to see a behind-the-scenes look of what our live stream setup looks like here this week, I just tweeted a picture for you. Twitter.com/Lucas_Wiseman. If you want to check out that picture. Just a quick shot from the concourse here at South Point Bowling Center. They got us on a nice platform, probably 3 or 4 feet in the air. 3 feet, I would guess. Nice setup here, and able to get you guys a nice bird's eye view of the action here at South Point Senior Masters competition. Watching our live coverage of the USBC Senior Masters here on Bowl TV. Lucas Wiseman along with you. We're in game 2 of 5 in this final qualifying block of the tournament. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us this afternoon. TJ wants to know in the chat if I'm going to make it to Houston for the Lucy doubles this year. Unfortunately, I will not be there. But I've heard good things about that event and wish them luck with the event. I'll be traveling home from Junior Gold that weekend. So I won't be able to make it to that event, but I think our friends at Extra Frame are going to provide live streaming of that. Give you a scoreboard look here. Max Schellebarger started off with a great game, front 6 before leaving a single pin. Look at the other gentleman on that lane and flip on over to lane 14. Take a look at the scores right there. And a quick look at the scores on lane 15. And 16. Again, we're in the second game of this squad. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like Gary Dickinson will be along those on our featured pair for the next game. And it looks like Hugh Miller as well. Kind of looking off 12 lanes away to try to get a glimpse of who we might be having. That's what it looks like from a distance. Have to wait and see exactly who wanders over to us. give you another look at the scoreboards here in just a second, as we are wrapping up this game on our featured pair, lane 13 and 14. They are in the 10th frame. Well, Max still has to finish up his 9th here, but Frank Gallo has already finished up his game. Give you a look at the scoreboard for lane 14. Robert Anderson with a 3-bagger heading into the 10th frame. And right after this shot, we will flip over to 15 and 16 to take a look at the scoreboard. And here's 15, although you can't really see some of it because it's covered up by that split. So we'll check back in just a second after they clear the split off the deck, so you can actually see the name and the scores. We'll go ahead and show you lane 16 real quick, as that is just cleared off. And as soon as Stan shoots his split there on lane 15, we'll give you a look at the scoreboard for that lane. There's a look at the scoreboard for lane 15. I know we're not having an earthquake, just somebody's rocking the platform that we've got here. Sometimes that happens. And it looks like we have an update after the first game coming in. Get that posted on bull.com here in just a moment. Walter Ray Williams Jr., 246 the first game. So a nice start to the day by Walter Ray as he tries to earn the top seed in the bracket. All right, folks, head on over to bowl.com/Senior Masters. Click on results and open up the round 3 qualifying. It is now updated. You may need to press refresh when you open the file to get the latest results, but please be sure to check out those standings. And I just caught my eye here right off to the right of our featured pair. Brian Brazeau has the front 9. So we're going to get a good look at that, as he is going to finish up on lane 18. So I will get in position and ready to go for Brian Brazeau with the front 9. You never know when somebody's going to pop a big game here. This could be the one. I'll let you know when Brian's up. He's going to be following Daniel Miyamoto, who is just wrapping up his 10th frame. There's Brian, waiting for his time to come here. There's a look at the scoreboard for Brian. Brian is gearing up to go here. We got lucky that post isn't quite in our way. Always like when these things happen right in front of our broadcast booth here. So here we go. Brian Brazeau, the front nine here in game two. Let's see if he can extend the string. No. The Wiseman jinx in full effect. Brian Brazeau leaves the big four. It doesn't get much worse than that when it comes to the jinx. Fortunately, Brian's not going to shoot 300, but it was at least a little bit of momentary excitement there. So Brian finishes with 262. I might as well go full screen here on 15 and 16 as they wrap up. We're still waiting for a fresh group of players to come in for 13 and 14, although they should be getting started here in just a moment. Game two coming to a close. We're going to give you a scoreboard look here in just a moment on this pair. There you go, lane 15 right there. And you'll flip over to lane 16. Just final frame in progress. Again, the scores after the first game on this squad are posted on bowl.com if you want to see the update. bowl.com/Senior Masters. Looks like the guys on 13 and 14 have moved in now for their third game. So while they wrap up game two on the right side of your screen, they have begun game three on the left side of your screen. Again, thank you everybody for joining us here today on our live broadcast of the Senior Masters here at South Point Bowling Center. I'm Lucas Wiseman. Don't forget to join us Thursday and Friday, tomorrow and Friday, for live coverage of bracket play here at the Senior Masters. Starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning, right here on Bowl TV. Watching live coverage of the USBC Senior Masters here on Bowl TV. Lucas Wiseman with you here as we get started with our third game of the block. Try to give you a look at the scoreboard so you can see who's on these pairs this game. I know those colors a little bit hard to read. But a couple of big names on the featured pairs for this game. Gary Dickinson and Hugh Miller. Two of the more high-profile names. Arturo Hernandez, for those of you who are not familiar with international bowling, Arturo is a very well-known Venezuelan bowler. Not quite as well-known as Amleto, but Arturo has had a lot of success over the years. And Arturo shot .297 the first game of this block today. Scores are updated after one game on Bowl.com. They are still working on getting Game 2 updated. They just finished Game 2. In fact, let's see here. They just did the last shot in Game 2 on lanes 45 and 46. So that should move things along here and get the scores back to the tournament office so they can get them typed up. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long before we get another update coming in to us here in the broadcast booth. Walter Ray Williams Jr., 212 in Game 2. I know that because he's just behind me now. Just doing a little quick math here based on Walter Ray Williams Jr.'s second game today of 212. He still needs to shoot, looks like, 707 for the last three games to 708 for the last three games to earn the top qualifier honors over Lenny Borsch. There's really nobody else on this squad who has a legit shot at it. I mean, mathematically not over, of course, but nobody else really with a legit shot to get to the top spot other than Walter Ray Williams Jr. So either Walter Ray or Lenny will be your top seed is what it looks like. And right now, Walter Ray needs 708 for his last three games to get there, and Walter Ray started game number 3 with a spare. Someone in the chat asking if Marv Sargent will be on the featured pairs today. I believe that Marv was on yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but I believe we have already seen him. I know the second game is not posted yet because they've just finished bowling the second game. So as soon as we get those scores into us here, we'll make sure they get posted on bowl.com as quick as possible. Tournament staff working hard to get that done every game for us here on bowl.com. See Gary Dickinson off on the right side of your screen there with the 2-4-10 split in the second frame. Sorry for those of you who may be having some problems with bowl.com. Seems to be working fine on my end, so I'm not sure what the issue is, but when in doubt, refresh. See if that helps solve the problem. See Gary Dickinson on lane 15. Leaves the 2-8 on that shot. So back-to-back light shots for Gary Dickinson. Walter Ray Williams Jr. is bowling behind our broadcast booth here at South Point. Again, this is a split house, so got bowling behind us and in front of us. Try to give you a look at Walter Ray when he steps up again. It looks like Walter Ray is stepping up now, so let's see if we can take a look at that. There he is. Walter Ray leaves the 10 pin. So there's a look at the man who's won more PBA titles than anybody else alive, Walter Ray Williams Jr. More titles than anybody alive or dead, actually. "47 PBA Tour titles, 3 Senior Tour titles for Walter Ray Williams Jr. Live streaming of the bracket portion of this event will begin tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Walter Ray throws it like that, in practice.
We're in the third game, just across the halfway point of the block here. Final squad qualifying at the Senior Masters. Give me a scoreboard look real quick on 13 and 14. That's lane 13 right there. And lane 14, you can see Arturo Hernandez having a great game, spare six-bagger. Here in game 3, sliding on over to 15 and 16. They are in the 6th frame now. Try to give you another look at Walter Ray Williams Jr. here when he steps up again. Spare strike so far this game for Walter Ray. It's going to be a minute or two before he gets back up. It's a bull. Pattern today is, in this tournament, is 40-foot sport, not 50-foot. Don't listen to Trojan. 40-foot sport pattern is what we're bowling on. Looks like Walter Ray's about ready to go here in a second. So we'll try to get you a look at him. Walter Ray right there. Not sure what ball he's throwing. I know Walter Ray's on the Brunswick staff these days. Didn't quite get to see it. Walter mixes them up for the strike. It's a double for Walter Ray. Spare strike, spare double for Walter Ray Williams Jr. He needs 708 the final 3 games of this block to be the high qualifier. Looks like scores just coming in after the second game today. Work to get those up on bull.com real quick for you here. And the scores now updated on bull.com after game number 2 on this squad. So scores are updated and ready for your viewing at bull.com/seniormasters. So just looking at the new standings, Walter Ray Williams Jr., of course, in the lead on this squad, plus 493. Second on the squad is Ricky Beck at plus 370. So Walter Ray 123 pins better than anybody else on the squad after 12 games. Harry Sullins, third on the squad, plus 354. Ron Winger at plus 351. And Leto at plus 350. Again, big thanks to Eric Pearson, Brian Whitman, and Dwayne Hagan for all the work they're doing to get those scores done as quickly as possible. Some of the players obviously have finished game 4 already, but some of them only halfway through game 4. So to get the scores done before some pairs are even halfway done with the next game, I'd say is pretty quick. Give you a look at the scoreboard here on our featured pair. You can see Kent's going to shoot 170. Gary can max out at 182. Hugh Miller has doubled in the 10th, so he'll get to 203 with a strike. And Ross Larson can strike out for 190. Final shot for Hugh Miller. Closes it out with 3 strikes in a row for 203. So 203 for Hugh Miller. Gary Dickinson going to step up here on the right lane, an opportunity to strike out for 182. And Gary continues to struggle on this pair. Leaves the 2-4-10 and potential open frame coming here that'll put him in the 150s. Maybe just the 140s actually, depending on the count. Still waiting on them to get started on 13 and 14 again. Dickinson with the open frame for 150 on the nose. So this will be our final shot of this game on our featured pairs. Ross Larson gets 8 on the fill for 166. Should get started in just a minute or two with game 4. You're watching live coverage of the USBC Senior Masters here on Bowl TV. Lucas Wiseman here with you as we are in the middle of game number 4 of this final day of qualifying. Top 64 players in the standings after this block will advance to tomorrow's double elimination match play bracket right here on Bowl TV. Catch all the action starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific is when we get started with match play here on Bowl TV tomorrow. We are in the 7th frame on lanes 15 and 16 on the right side of your screen, and we are, well, it looks like just also getting ready to start the 7th frame on 13 and 14, the other pair we've got for you. So we've got about a game and 3 or 4 frames to go in our coverage today. Give you a look at the scoreboard here for these 2 pairs so you can see how the players are doing. Back to the action now. Walter Ray Williams Jr. shot 193 in game 3. Just a heads up for those of you who are wondering about Walter Ray. Hoping to have an update on game 3 shortly. Nathan wants to know in the chat why international players are allowed to compete in the USBC Masters. International players are eligible to compete in the Masters, the Senior Masters, the Queens, the Senior Queens. Anybody can be a USBC member. That's the only requirement to competing in these tournaments. And in fact, the Masters and the Queens are part of the World Bowling Tour. So as a result, anybody is eligible to compete, and it's been like that since, well, forever, actually. We want the best players in the world to come and compete in our events, and we've had good success getting a lot of international players coming to compete in the Masters, Queens, and Senior Masters. Quite a few international players here this week. Should be getting an update after the third game any minute now. There's, let's see. Got a few pairs that are already done with game 4, but some that are only in the 4th frame of game 4. So that means, things get a little out of whack with the pace of play across the house. So although we're finishing up game 4 in our featured pairs, some pairs still in just the 4th, 5th frame of this game. So as soon as we get an update, we'll let you know right away. Give you a look at the scoreboards here on our featured pairs. Some new bowlers coming in on 15 and 16 to start game 5 already. There's 13 and 14 on the left side of your screen still finishing up. Well, if you follow USBC on Twitter, then you just received some breaking news from USBC. Let you know that the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, Nevada is going to undergo a multi-million-dollar renovation and upgrade as part of a new agreement between the USBC and the Reno Sparks Convention and Visitors Authority in the city of Reno. So, National Bowling Stadium going to undergo up to $15 million in upgrades. And in exchange, the USBC will continue to bring the USBC Open and Women's Championships to the bowling stadium in a regular rotation through the year 2030. If you want more information on that story, you can find it on bowl.com, or you can find the link to that story on twitter.com/USBC. Twitter.com/USBC if you want to read more about the agreement to bring the USBC Open and Women's Championships to Reno on a regular schedule through 2030. That just announced this afternoon. We have started the final game on 15 and 16. Look, Don Lane and John Morton. Also on that pair, Mark Williams and Sean Sullivan.
I got people staring at me. All right, I'm doing it now.
And if you head over to bowl.com/Senior Masters, we just updated the results after the third game on this squad. They are updated. You may need to press refresh to get the most current results. Again, Walter A. Williams Jr. leading the squad at plus 486. Ricky Beck in second at plus 392 on this squad. Certainly looks like Lenny Borsch will be the top seed for the bracket play, unless Walter Ray can somehow manage to shoot. Well, he would need to be 114 over for the last 2 games. Try to get you an update on what he did in this 4th game, or what he is doing in this 4th game here in just a moment. Well, we certainly can't count Walter Ray Williams Jr. out for earning that top seed. He's all of a sudden gone spare, and 7 consecutive strikes. So he needs to be 114 over for these last 2 games, and the potential to shoot 279. That would give him a shot at it. He would still need to shoot a big game, the final game. Still need 235 or so the last game to get there. But Walter Ray making a run at it here in this final couple of games. And spare 7-bagger so far in game 4 for Walter Ray Williams Jr. We're in game 5 on both of our featured pairs here. Lanes 13 and 14, 15 and 16 at South Point Bowling Center. Just kind of walk you through what Walter Ray's doing. He's up on the approach right now in the 10th frame, and he left a split, and he was not happy about it. A 2-8 split for Walter Ray. He comes up light, and that could keep him from the top seed. I'll let you know if he made it. Unfortunately, not within range of our cameras. Just close enough that I can actually see what's happening, but don't have a camera that can reach down there. And he did make the 2-8-10 split in the 10th frame, so he'll shoot in the 250s. Looks like 257 for Walter Ray, but he'll still need a lot in the final game to earn that top seed. And he's still going to need to shoot. Looks like 257 again. So Walter Ray will need better than 257 to earn the top seed. And he'll need that in the final game. Again, the standings updated on Bowl.com after 3 games on this squad. Still finishing up game 4 as I speak across the house. And we're in game 5 right now on our featured pairs. These guys bowling a little quicker. cruising along here in the 5th game on our featured pairs. Let's give you a look at the scoreboard for lane number 16. You can see Mark Williams, double 5 spare double for Mark here in this game. He's got a half a game to go. Sliding on over. It's lane 15. Let's take a closer look at Mark Williams here. Pete Treadwell stopping in to talk for a minute about the new Reno agreement. Pete.
Thank you, Lucas. Good tournament here. First of all, I just want to thank the hosts at South Point, Mike Moniak and his staff. It's been a great week so far here in Las Vegas. They do a tremendous job of hosting the bowlers, and 283 bowlers have enjoyed the hospitality this week, and it's just been a great event, and we're happy to be here at South Point. We plan to be back here again next year for the event. So thanks to Mike and his staff. But to your point, Lucas, I just wanted to touch on the new Reno agreement, which was just announced in the last 15 minutes by USBC. City of Reno is hosting a press conference, I believe, as we speak, or within the last hour, in the city of Reno. The announcement is twofold. One is Reno has agreed to perform a series of major renovations to the National Bowling Stadium. Those things are everywhere from new scoreboards, new lanes, the refurbishment of the exterior. They're putting new showcase lanes, 10 showcase lanes downstairs where that restaurant was. The showcase lanes in Baton Rouge were so successful this year. The 4 lanes in Baton Rouge, and they're going to have 10 of them in Reno downstairs. They'll be used for coaching, for practice, and also for maybe some side events that we're not quite ready to announce yet, but this summer we will be announcing. The Bowler's Journal is moving to National Bowling Stadium starting next year. We're going to do squad room. They're removing the stands to give more area behind the bowlers. So it's quite a series of renovations that will begin this summer. And well, actually, they started with the Hall of Fame, the Satellite Museum downstairs this year, but also the major renovations will start this summer and continue into 2018. So you'll see a series of improvements over the next several years. And in exchange, USBC has agreed to continue its rotation of tournaments, the Open and Women's Championships, through 2030. Many of you may know the original agreement that was made with ABC and WIBC back in the early 90s extended through 2018, and that's the agreement we're working under now. But the new agreement that has just been approved takes the extension of a current agreement through 2030 with some changes. For one, there will be some flexibility as to which tournaments go in which years. That hasn't been decided yet. But between the Open and Women's Championships, there will be 10 tournaments in the 12 years from starting in 2019 and going to 2030. It's a 12-year span in which 10 tournaments will be at the National Bowling Stadium. And USBC is not expecting to put back-to-back tournaments in the stadium in any of those years. So the Open Championships will not go to the stadium in consecutive years over that period. and neither will the women's championships. At least that's the plan. We have the flexibility to adjust, but that certainly is the expectation. We understand that bowlers want variety. Reno has been a great partner for us, and would like to continue to do that. So we just knew that bowlers said they didn't want to go consecutive years to Reno, and we have reached the agreement that extends the current rotation through 2030 on the condition that they execute these renovations, these major renovations. You know, and one of the points I want to make, Lucas, is how they're being funded. It's a publicly funded renovation, and you know, in this day and age with stadiums, you just don't see publicly funded renovations or publicly funded stadiums. And it's becoming increasingly rare, and USBC is not picking up a dime of the cost of the stadium renovations. USBC just commits to continuing the rotation through 2030. Of course, many of you know the USBC does not own the National Bowling Stadium. The National Bowling Stadium is owned by the city of Reno, the RSCVA, and they essentially contract out to USBC to host tournaments in the same way as if a local bowling center would contract out to host your state tournament or your local tournament. They own the bowling center. It's just quite a spectacle of a stadium, but it's certainly larger than your local bowling center. But it's owned by the city of Reno, and it was built on the premise that USBC would continue to bring tournaments there, and the stadium is not viable if it does not have tournaments. So it was certainly incumbent upon the city of Reno to make it appealing to USBC from a renovation standpoint to bring tournaments there. And we think, you know, the bowlers they'll like some of the changes that are going to be going in there between the scoreboards, the new lane surface, the showcase lanes downstairs, the expanded seating area directly behind the lanes. Several changes that I think will be appealing to a lot of bowlers, and with the expectation there will be no more back-to-back years in Reno. So,
Pete, someone in the chat wants to know if they can tint the windows in the squad room to make it cooler in there.
Hey,
that's something we can certainly suggest. I agree.
Obviously, the renovations have not been started yet, but that's something that has been mentioned in the past, and I think that is on the radar to do.
Well, there you go. If you want more information on the agreement between USBC, the RSCVA, and the city of Reno, you can go to bowl.com and find a story there.
Or you can find our Twitter feed,
which we mentioned just before you came on. That it was tweeted on there, so you can go to twitter.com/USBC.
Always get the story first on Twitter, right, Lucas?
That's right.
As long as the managing director of media and events isn't unavailable at the given moment. But anyway, I think it's an exciting day for USBC. Certainly an important day for the future of USBC. And it's important that everybody understands that this agreement would not have happened without these significant renovations that Reno has committed for the stadium. And this is not just a, dusting of the, replacement of seating area. These are significant renovations.
Yeah, they're going to be making some major, structural changes to the building even. You know? One of the plans is to take out the stadium seating and replace it with more open space. So that's a major change that's going to really impact the National Bowling Stadium. So big changes.
It won't even look the same. I mean, It really won't. And then I think the exterior is one of the last changes. I think that's one of the later changes they're going to make. And so, but that is certainly it's got that iconic that ball up there and the levels. But I mean, it may look dramatically different. I've seen a few different renderings. I don't think it's been finalized exactly what they're going to do, but it will look different. That's for sure.
So we're closing out this final game of qualifying here at the Senior Masters. And once they get finished up and the scores get verified, we'll know the top 64 players who've made it into match play. You can find the results on bowl.com/Senior Masters. And they're updated on there after 3 games on this squad. Still waiting for the update after the 4th game. A lot of the guys just finished game 4 and are moving into game 5 right now. Our featured pairs are a bit of an exception as they are going into the 9th frame on 15 and 16 and done with 6 frames on 13 and 14. One thing worth noting on our featured pairs right now, Van Fenner with the front 6 this game. Match play starts tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so be sure to tune in for that on Bowl TV. The championship match of the Senior Masters scheduled for 3:30 p.m. Pacific time on Friday afternoon. That's 6:30 for those of you out east. Championship match scheduled to begin at 3:30 Pacific time Friday afternoon.
Dale Traver going to win again this year?
Hard to say.
No defending champion has ever won the Senior Masters.
Sure, absolutely. I think they have.
There's only been 3 guys who have won twice, and I don't think any of them repeated.
Let's take a look. We can go to thehandybull.com and check it out. Yeah, Dave
Davis.
Back-to-back
My
years.
bad.
Tom Baker in back-to-back years. So it has happened a couple of times.
All right, my
You're
bad.
thinking,
So-
yeah, the last time that the regular Masters, it hasn't happened since the 60s, but in the Senior Masters, it's happened a couple of times.
So this is the 20th year of the Senior Masters, 20th anniversary edition.
19th, yeah, maybe
Well-
20th. Yeah, I think there's been 19
It
seasons.
started in '93,
Yeah,
so this is the 20th one.
yeah. Having some problems with your headset there, Pete? Let's see if I can tighten it up for you. There we go. It should be fine now.
All right.
So Van's getting ready to go here on lane 14 with the front 6. So we will take a closer look at him as he goes. Here in the 7th frame, maybe a little final game drama on Bowl TV. The lefty. Not to be. The Wiseman jinx got him. Always happens that way. Brian Brazeau had the front 9 earlier today, and I mentioned it, and he went big 4. Just wrapping up the 5th game on our featured pairs. As soon as we have an update after 4 games, we'll let you know when the standings have been updated. It should be a few more minutes from now. Like I said, a lot of the guys just finished game 4. Some of them have already finished game 5, but a lot of them just starting game 5, including Walter Ray Williams Jr., who needs a huge last game. Needs 257 the last game to.
Speaking of which, I'm just pointing out. Did you see Wayne Webb's pants today?
Yes, I did.
Was he on the featured pair at all? Where is he?
No,
now?
he was on yesterday. He had wacky pants on yesterday as well.
Somebody was just asking. Where is Wayne Webb? His wife was wearing the similar with the skirt, the same.
Oh, same pattern.
There it is, right there.
See if we can get a look at Wayne's pants. There's Wayne's pants right there. Some multicolored lightning bolts, it looks like. Quite sure what's going on with that, but look at Wayne Webb's pants. Somebody want to know what Walter Ray's bowling so far this game. He has looked like double spare. Needs 257, I believe, to be the top qualifier.
Lenny Borish is anxiously awaiting if he's going to be that guy.
Yeah, I'm not
You
sure.
talked to he said he was coming to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you get anything for being the top qualifier or not.
Like
but-
$100 or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or
Used-
in the
used to be a
Masters,
little trophy or
you got
something.
1,000.
Yeah,
right?
and a little trophy, but at
Not-
least it used to be. But I'm not sure if you get anything at this tournament. take one more look at the scoreboard here on 15 and 16. So you can see how everybody's finishing up on that pair. They're closing out their day, and some of them closing out their tournament, as only the top 64 after today will make it to match play tomorrow.
Mark Williams, multiple winner of the Tournament of Champions on tour. He was quite a pro back in the day.
He's a character too. Funny
He's a
guy.
proprietor from Houston area, right? I think he's from down that way. Beaumont, maybe.
Yep, Beaumont, Texas. Mark bowling well, plus 319 with 2 games to go. He shot 228, 215 the last 2, so improved his number just a little bit. So Mark Williams easily going to be in the cut for tomorrow.
Right in front of Dale Traber.
Yep, Dale Traber,
Comfortably
316 over for the tournament.
So it will be the 64 that we're cutting too, instead
Yep.
of 63.
Since Dale's in the top 64, we cut to 64 instead of 63. If Dale had been outside of the number, he would have gotten the number 64 seed. But he will probably be in the top 20, I would guess.
Lenny Borsch has had a pretty good year this year, Hall of Fame, and won his first PBA senior event, and now leading the Senior Masters.
And it looks like he might stay there. Walter Ray's kind of running out of frames here. He's gone double spare, and he just left another single pin, so he can't afford to leave very many more single pins here. In fact, he can't afford to leave any more, I don't think. So he can strike out for 267, and he needs 257. And worth mentioning, just in case it happens, if there is a tie for the final spot, there's going to be a roll-off, supposedly after we're done with the squad. We'll see.
So we're not rooting for that?
Well, not particularly, but it is always exciting when there's a roll-off.
That is true.
You know, there's a couple of scores that are tied right around the cut number right now. There's a couple of guys who bowled this morning plus 153, although I don't think that's going to make it. You know, plus 177, potential tie, you know, have to wait and see. We'll have a better idea once we get the fourth game.
166. Oh, that's well, one guy's still.
Yeah,
bowling.
one guy's still bowling, but you know, there's a lot of guys right around the number. You never know when a tie is going to pop in there. Let's take the split screen off and go full screen here since the other pair is done. We've only got a frame to go or so here. And in the off chance that there is a roll-off, we will come back on the air for that. And so we will post a message on our USBC Facebook page and Twitter. So keep an eye on our social networking sites. We're not going to stay on while they verify scores, but if there is a roll-off, we'll bring you the live coverage of it. Hopefully we can get them to put it in front of us here and we can show it to you. But we'll alert you via social media if there is indeed a roll-off and we show it. Because we've only got one frame to go here on our featured pairs.
Lucas, I'm sure you've talked about the oil pattern that we're using here today, this whole week. I had someone ask me off the platform if this was the same pattern that was in Baton Rouge. I said, no, this is a little softer than that. Baton Rouge was about 2.2 to 1. And this is, I believe Eric said 2.56 to 1, so just close to 2.6 to 1. Both sport compliant patterns, of course, but the Baton Rouge pattern played a little bit more lower scoring, or has played that so far.
At least for you and I.
There's only been 2 800s this year.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and Matt McNeil doesn't even count, does he? I mean, you know.
He's a freak. Yeah, I believe I snapped you off by a mark in the
my lowest total since 2003. It was.
I'm sure you were disappointed.
It was. Well, mostly that I didn't beat you. But.
As well you should be. Somebody in the chat wants to know if this is game 4. No, this is game 5. We're just about done here. They're in the 10th frame of this final game. Walter Ray's on the approach right now, off to the left of us. Just struck, so he's got to strike pretty much the rest of the way to get the top seed.
Which he seems really concerned about.
Actually, he was kind of mad when he left the split in the 10th frame last game.
Was
so
he? Maybe it was
might
just
be
mad.
taking it seriously. I'm not sure. Hard
He
to
just
tell.
figures he's going to finish second again.
Yeah, I don't think that's
a
the
great
plan.
stat. Not for him, but
No.
it's hard to keep track of his ball companies. He's changed quite a bit over the years.
Yeah, he's with Brunswick now, but yeah, he does jump around a little bit, or at least has over the past few years.
Bit of a free spirit in that department.
Doesn't look like there's any special prize for being the top qualifier. At least there's nothing on the prize fund, so
Right.
I guess it's just bragging rights and, getting your picture on bowl.com.
But isn't that enough?
I guess. Picture on bowl.com and an interview with Lucas Wiseman, that's a pretty good prize, I guess, for being the top
I thought you were going to
qualifier.
include dinner with Lucas Wiseman.
No, I'm too cheap for that.
You don't want to spend member dues on that?
Nope, definitely not.
I'll tell you, I had a sandwich at the deli down there for lunch. I mean, I don't think I even need dinner anymore.
They have big sandwiches there.
Holy mackerel. And I thought I would add a cookie to my lunch, and that was a mistake.
So final frame here on our featured pair. Again, the complete results are going to be available on bowl.com. We still got about half a game. I think they're only in the 4th frame down here on 5 and 6,
3 and
3
4.
and 4.
Too.
So we've got
1 and 2 looks like they're in the 3rd frame.
Yeah, we've got a lot of pairs, and we've got people that are already done. So it's going to be a little while before we get the update coming in, I think, for the scoring.
Yeah, you probably had some pairs that were following all 4s ahead of them,
Yep.
and then you had the others that are with 5s. I'm looking for any 3. I don't see any 3s.
No, I don't think there were any 3s on a
I mean,
pair.
we had some withdrawals today, but
I think we got lucky.
yeah.
It was on 5s that they withdrew on.
There's nothing fun about being on a 3 and following a 5 and having to wait 20 minutes every game.
Yeah.
There's nothing fun about that.
Well, looks like we've only got one more shot here on the featured pair. And Walter Ray just failed to strike, so he will not get to the top seed. Because if I'm not mistaken, his max score would be 247 now.
I think your eyes are better than mine.
87, 107, 127, 247 is his max score. He needed 257, so Walter Ray officially will qualify second, it looks like, and Lenny Borsch will be first.
Now, Lenny didn't even cash last week at the U.S. Senior Open.
That's nice
That's
turn
a
of events for
turnaround,
him.
Yeah, exactly.
There's the final shot. A look at the scoreboard on our featured pair as things have now wrapped up. Again, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time with match play. And in the off chance that there is a roll-off, and we're able to broadcast it, we will put the word out on Facebook and Twitter. So be sure to follow us on Twitter at USBC and on Facebook at facebook.com/USBC1. We'll put the word out if there's a roll-off and if we have any bonus coverage today. So keep an eye on bowl.com for the recap of today's events and the updated standings once they come in. We will once again let you know if there's any roll-off or any other breaking news from the Senior Masters here. We'll see everybody tomorrow morning here on our broadcast. Thanks to Pete for sitting in for a few minutes. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.